Imagine if you had a power, the kind of power where you could control anyone, your boss, your friend, or even a complete stranger, without them realizing it. Convincing your boss, making your friend agree with you, or getting a stranger to follow your lead. It's not magic. This is the darkest corner of psychology, the kind powerful people secretly use. And today, you're going to learn it. But listen carefully. Power is endlessly seductive. Your mind becomes consumed with solving its infinite problems. This is for educational purposes only. Don't misuse it. You might not even be ready for it. But still, let's begin. 1. The illusion of choice. Humans hate losing freedom more than they love winning. That's why the fastest way to yes is to let people choose, while secretly steering both paths to the answer you want. Let's say your client is dragging their feet. Ask, do you prefer the proposal on Friday morning or Friday after lunch? They pick one. Feel decisive. Pay on time. You got Friday either way. Here's the blueprint. 1. Decide the one outcome you want. 2. Package it as 2 or 3 flavors. 3. Ask which of these works best for you. They'll almost never invent a completely new option because decision fatigue is real and your shortlist feels generous. But what if someone flips this trick on you? If every choice suddenly looks a little too convenient for the other side, stop and suggest a wild third option. If they hesitate, flinch, or rush you back to their list, you've just exposed the funnel. 2. The yes ladder. Think of agreement like climbing a staircase. Each tiny step feels harmless, but reach the top, and you're miles from where you started, almost without noticing the climb. Sales legends, cult leaders, and charismatic dates live on this staircase. Here's how they build it. Step 1. A request so small it feels rude to decline. Could you hold the elevator? The answer is almost always yes. Step 2. A slightly bigger ask, still painless. Mind pressing floor 7 for me? Another yes. Step 3. Now the target request. While we ride, can I pitch you an idea? By this point, saying no feels awkward. Consistency pulls the listener forward. The science? Every yes rewires identity. I'm the kind of person who helps. Breaking that pattern later causes mental friction, so we keep saying yes to stay coherent. Here's what you can do. 1. Define your big ask. 2. Slice it into 2 or 3 micro agreements that align with the other person's self-image. 3. Space them close enough that momentum never cools. Let's say you are trying to get a promotion. You could ask your boss the following. Can I sit in on the client call? Could I prepare the slide deck? Given the impact I've had, can we discuss a title upgrade? And now, the shield. How do you defend yourself when someone else starts laying steps under your feet? The moment you sense a pattern of harmless favors stacking up, zoom out. Ask, where is this staircase heading? If the destination feels wrong, stop on the step you're on. A polite, let me think on that, breaks the rhythm and resets your autonomy. 3. The guilt trap. Ever loan a friend $20 and suddenly feel they owe you the moon? That's guilt. One strategic reminder of a past favor and resistance melts faster than ice in July. Politicians wrap themselves in, remember what I did for you. And parents, you know they are masters at saying, after everything I've sacrificed. Here's the play. 1. Spotlight your earlier goodwill. Remember when I covered your shift last Friday? 2. Link it to their identity. You've always been someone who values fairness. 3. Drop the tiny favor. Could you swap weekends with me this time? Humans crave equilibrium in relationships. When the balance tilts, an uncomfortable tension pushes us to even the scales. Saying yes is the quickest fix. Deploying it ethically means 2 rules. The debt must be real. The new ask must be proportional. If someone waves an old favor like a magic wand, separate the past from the present. Acknowledge the help. I appreciate what you did. Then weigh the new request on its own merits. Gratitude does not equal obligation. Debt cleared, conscience clean. But keep in mind this could weaken your relation with that person. 4. False memory seeding. Our brains feel like hard drives, facts stored neatly, ready for playback. In reality, memory is a Google Doc. Anyone with enough authority can click edit. The technique is simple but chilling. Repeat the same story. Add vivid detail each time. Reference social proof. Everyone remembers this. After a few cycles, the listener's mind files the fiction under true events. Picture a manager boosting his reputation. Remember the quarter I saved us from a 20% loss? Next meeting, those processes I introduced kept us from that 20% crash. Quarter review. Given I prevented that huge loss, I think a budget bump is fair. Soon the entire team nods along, even those who were there and know better. What's the science behind this? Each retelling reactivates the memory trace. During reactivation, the brain is mutable. Details can be overwritten, a process psychologists call reconsolidation. Precision-crafted lies slip in as updates, and the altered memory feels as real as the original. Applying it responsibly might mean highlighting genuine wins everyone forgot. Applying it maliciously turns history into clay. To defend yourself, anchor big claims to hard evidence. Emails, photos, reports. If the proof vanishes or keeps pending, mark the story as suspect. 5. Weaponized silence. Most people think power lives in the loudest voice. Wrong. Real power sits in the pause after you've spoken, when the other person feels the urge to fill the void. Here's what I want you to do. 1. Make your statement. Our fee is $15,000. 2. Shut up. Maintain eye contact. No fidgeting, no nervous smile. 3. Let the silence stretch. Count slowly to 7 in your head. 9 times out of 10, the tension forces the other side to speak, and they usually concede. They'll drop their price objection, add extra information, or negotiate against themselves just to end the discomfort. Humans are wired for social harmony. An unbroken silence triggers mild anxiety. Our brain's amygdala lights up screaming, "Fix this awkwardness now." The fastest fix is to talk, and talkers leak leverage. Here are some everyday examples. Interrogations where suspects blurt out details after a detective simply says, "I know what happened," then goes quiet. Job interviews where a single silent nod pushes the candidate to elaborate, and sometimes overshare. Sales calls where the buyer, unable to stand the pause, upgrades their own order. Defense is straightforward. Rehearse comfort with silence. Before key conversations, practice holding eye contact and counting 4 calm breaths. When someone drops the quiet bomb on you, mirror their stillness. Stay sharp. Stay ethical. Until next time.